Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to brush over a couple of things real quick. Some misconceptions about the ketogenic diet. Okay, one of the biggest misconceptions is that there's an easier way to get into ketosis, and that if you take exogenous ketones, or if you do intermittent fasting right off the bat, or if you, I don't know, take some other magic elixir out there, that you're going to magically get into ketosis and you're going to start your weight loss, and that you think you should be losing weight right off the bat. Well, I've discussed this a few times in my videos, is that you initially will lose water weight in the beginning, but until your body goes into real ketosis, you're not going to lose any more weight. Okay, you have to keep your fats up, and you have to be very consistent at that. And it has to be for a long period of time. In order for your body to stop processing glycogen and to stop making its own glycogen out of the foods that you are eating, because that's what it will do for the first couple weeks. It'll make its own sugar in order to keep providing the body with sugar, because it doesn't just magically switch over to ketones right after you stop using carbs and sugars in your diet. So it'll probably take, honestly, about 4 to 6 weeks for your body to get into ketosis. And that's probably not what a lot of you want to hear, but it's the truth. It takes a long time, and it takes patience. It takes consistency. There isn't, like I've stressed on this before, and I don't want to do it again, but exogenous ketones are not going to make your liver produce ketones. And what exogenous ketones are is just a ketone that's produced outside the body, which is what the words mean. And then you drink it, and it's in your blood system. Now people think, well, now I'm in ketosis, but you're not. Okay, you just have ketones in your blood. That doesn't make you in ketosis. Okay, your body won't even use those ketones if you're not in ketosis. Your body is still processing glycogen as the energy source. So until you're actually in ketosis, exogenous ketones are doing nothing for you but adding more calories and just wasting your money. And as far as intermittent fasting, you can't do the intermittent fasting until your body is actually utilizing fat for energy, because that's the goal of intermittent fasting, is when you give your body time to utilize fat as an energy source, that it will actually start using your own body fat for that energy. And until you're actually in ketosis, that just won't happen. Okay, all you're going to be doing is starving your body down, and your body will actually shut things down. It'll slow things down. It'll slow down your metabolism. It'll slow down your thinking. It'll slow down a lot of different things. It'll decrease your energy. So keep the food coming in. That's best I could say. Keep eating. Keep eating your high fats, your low carbs. Try and go lower than 20. And try to keep your proteins down. Try to keep them down. That's the best advice I could give on those. You have to really stay consistent. This isn't one of those diets that's you're going to see great results in just a short period of time. The keto diet is more of a food plan for a long period of time. And over that long period of time, you will get the benefits. You'll get the health benefits. Like it'll reduce the inflammation in your body, which will help decrease a lot of the diseases. It'll help fight so many different things going on in your body that sugar has helped cause. All right. So if there's a lot going on in your body, if you have gut issues, if you have liver issues, if you have gallbladder issues, you have to give the body time to fix those things before the ketogenic diet can actually benefit you by giving you some of the weight loss things. Okay, because the gallbladder has to help process fat for energy, or has to help process the fat. The liver has to turn the fat into an energy source. So those two things have to be working properly, along with your gut has to be able to digest the food properly and get it into you. So there's a lot of things that have to go on, and they just won't start right away if a lot of those things are already damaged. And you don't know if your liver is really damaged until, gosh, till it's 90% damaged. And that's the sad part about the liver damage, is that it takes it to be almost 90% damaged for it to even show up on a blood test for your doctor, and for your doctor to say, oh, by the way, you have a fatty liver or you have a damaged liver. So you need to take the steps to clean out the liver. You need to take the steps to fix your gallbladder, to fix your leaky gut, as well as to stay in ketosis or try to get into ketosis. So if you're not getting those results, it's because some of the other issues are still there, and you have to fix everything, okay? This isn't just a one diet's gonna fix it all. It's gonna help, but there's other things that you have to do. Now for me, with mine, I had the fatty liver. So, and that's from being overweight for such a period of time. And most people have that. And most people have an issue with their gallbladder. It's just not at an extreme level where it might stop doing what it's supposed to do. Now the benefit of having or fixing the liver is that the liver is pretty fixable. It'll actually rejuvenate itself, and you'll, by you taking care of it, it'll actually repair itself, and it will come back, and it will go back to performing everything that it was doing before. Now, one other thing that you want to make sure that you're doing to keep that liver going and produce and performing the way you want is to drink a lot of water, because if the kidneys need help to process what little water you're giving it, and they call that dirty water, where they have to, your kidneys will take what little water you give it, and it'll process it back or send it back out through the body to collect some of the bacteria and stuff like that, and you'll pee it out, and that's when it's bright yellow. It means there's a lot of bacteria in your body, and that are all the bad stuff that it's trying to get rid of. It filters it through. Now, if there's not enough water in the system, the kidneys will actually be assisted by the liver to help process that dirty water, and that's why you want to stay in a good hydration as well while you're on the ketogenic diet, because if the liver is actually helping the kidney to dilute the dirty water, then it's not doing what it should be doing, and that's processing your fat into energy. So stick with the plan. The plan is sound. Fix your gut, fix your liver, fix your everything, your gallbladder. Do whatever you can to get all your organs working properly, because it's not just because you're not that the body is just not responding. It's because that some of these organs have already decided they don't want to do what you want them to do, okay? And a lot of us have taken it to that point. That's when we start to become overweight and get obese and stuff like that. We've really pushed our organs and stressed them out, and we've stopped them from working at their optimal level. So my suggestion is to you, again, make sure your organs are working properly. Get them going. Clean them out. If you don't think that it's an issue and you're still not losing weight, maybe it is an issue. Maybe you need to address it. It doesn't hurt to help with your liver and clean it out. It doesn't hurt to help the gallbladder or the gut issues. And you want to get some of this stuff into you and just totally get yourself healthy. Okay? Ketosis takes a long time, 4 to 6 weeks, like I said. Fat adapted could take months. And fat adapted just means that you are really into ketosis. You can actually cut back on some of the restrictions that I tell you to do, because I go with that very basic kind of keto diet, and I really push the stress part of the keto diet, that try to stay as clean and natural and basic as you can in the beginning. And then once you get to that point where you feel like you're fat adapted and that you're burning off all that fat that you like, then maybe you could start implementing a little bit of these more exciting kind of meals that you see on Pinterest or on some of the other YouTube sites. Slowly implement them, because if you notice that you're not losing weight again, come back to me, come back to the basics, and get those skills down, because the basics are really going to help you with the weight loss. They're really going to help with the appetite suppression. It's really going to help you get into ketosis, and that's what you really need to focus on. Okay, it's going to get you healthy. Eating clean, eating healthy is going to fix everything, and it's going to get you in ketosis eventually. But you have to be patient. You have to be consistent, because if you cheat on the ketogenic diet, it could push you back another week or two. And every time you cheat, all that effort you put into it prior to that could kind of go down in flames. And that's the worst part of this diet, is that if you cheat one time, it could screw you up for a little while. People say, oh no, it'll just take you a couple days. That's not true. It's not true. If it was, then you'd be losing weight right away. And you just say, oh, I could be back in ketosis in 2 days. I could just cheat on my diet and be back in ketosis in 2 days. No, it doesn't work that way. When you cheat, your body goes back to adapted to glycogen and carbs and sugars, and your cravings will come back. It doesn't take much to reignite that bad habit. So stick with the plan, keep the course. It's what I always stress. Be patient. Ketosis is not a very quick and just very easily obtained way of eating and way of using energy. It's just not. So don't expect miracles in the very beginning. It takes the consistency. Again, I've been stressing that. I'm sorry. I've been saying it over and over again, but that's part of it. So, all right. I just wanted to point that out. I wanted to get that out to you. I hope that a lot of you will understand that what you're doing is not wrong. It just means you have to stick to the course. You're probably doing it right. If your ketones, if you're measuring ketones and they're in your blood, that's fine. It doesn't make you ketosis, but it means that your body is processing fat for energy. So whether you're just peeing them out or whatever you're doing, which is what will happen in the beginning, that's why the pee strips work in the beginning and not after a while, because after a while your body will start to adapt to using those ketones, and it won't show up on the pee strips anymore because you're using those ketones. If it's still showing up on the urine strips, it just means you're producing either a lot of ketones now, or that you're just not using them yet. You're not in ketosis. Okay? And again, those exogenous ketones, just because they put ketones in your blood doesn't make you ketosis. And it doesn't make you temporary ketosis. It just means you're going to be able to read it on a blood monitor that you're making ketones. And I don't know how they can get off by saying that you are in ketosis, because you're still probably processing sugar for energy, not ketones. So just because I put ketones in my blood system doesn't mean my body's going to use them. All right. Use these ideas, use these tips, and I hope that helps you guys. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe. Please share. Please talk about me. Please leave comments. Please tell your friends. Tell your loved ones. Tell anybody. Tell other websites. I don't care. Tell anybody. But I do my research on this stuff. I try to help you guys with everything I learn, and I am not going to steer you wrong. I'm going to try to give you the up-to-date, best information that I can every time. All right? All right. And I'm not going to try to rip you off. That's just not me. I've been ripped off before, and it's not my goal to see any of you guys get ripped off. So that's why I do this. it's just, I don't know. It's just the way I am. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.